So we basically started this about 4 years ago while I was pregnant. Just some extra information. I don't know if you guys need that. But yeah, I was just home and I wanted to really do something productive, and I always wanted to do something towards the creative side. And I was like, why not start something at home? And yeah. So basically, we offer all sorts of curated hampers, like one-off hampers. We also do customized announcement boxes for like birthdays, and we do a lot of corporate orders as well. And then we do like wedding invites. We do personalized stationery. Yeah, basically anything customized and personalized. We basically do that. Um, yeah, I think we did visit the local markets to, like get a first-hand experience of how things work around here. So yeah, I did go to the paper market and all of these little markets. It's actually done by some of the few vendors from the paper market, but all the designs, illustrations, everything that we do are done by us from scratch. Started this, I thought in 4 years we'd be somewhere else, and it would be like a great business. I mean, it's still great, but I feel like the profits aren't what we expected them to be.
So,
I think I did because when I started, there weren't, like I said, a lot of people doing this. But then COVID hit in like a year or so, and then there were so many people who started doing this. So I was just glad that I started doing this at the right time, and at the time where there weren't a lot of people doing the same thing.
so
So both of us had some of our own personal savings that we invested into the business, and then since then we've just been, but I don't think it was like a family. I mean, family did support us in doing what we were doing, but not so much financially. We wanted to do our own thing. So basically, like I said, 4 years ago when I wanted to do this, it actually, I started thinking about it. It's going to be 4 years this Ramadan actually, because my first thing that I ever did was something that I wanted to send out to people. It wasn't an order from a client. I wanted
yeah,
to introduce myself first to the people around me, and then that's how I came up with a hamper, and it consisted of like a few things. They were like it was like a care package, I think.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I'd like to put it. Yeah, so that's how it started. And I started thinking about it like a month before that. And then, yeah, in a month we were doing stuff. And I think we started taking orders, I think a couple of months since, yeah, since we put up our business on Instagram and stuff. So we are just in the process of getting our business registered. Before that, we were just, I mean, we still are a home business, but we haven't had a need to hire people as such, except the people who help us, of course, in-house. The strengths, I believe, are that, it helps us be more creative. It helps, like, it makes me look forward to every day, and it's just, it keeps me going because some days are like we have a lot of work, and some days it's pretty slow because in this kind of a business, it's never a constant, right? So right
Yeah.
now it's Ramadan, so we're really busy with like Ramadan hampers, and we have like corporate orders and stuff like that. But some days it's very. So basically, I feel like people here generally don't take into consideration how much work goes into like one, even if it's just a box. They feel like it's just okay, yeah, okay, you're doing it, there's 100 other people who are doing it, and even if somebody's offering them something similar, a couple of bucks lesser than we are, they'd just switch. They wouldn't take into consideration the hard work that's going into it, the kind of quality we're offering. And then sometimes dealing with clients, it's like hard to convince them that what they're paying for is actually worth the money. So, yeah, I feel like they don't value this enough. Triumph most definitely would be this order we did last year for Gets Pharma, and we did like 1,200 boxes for them. And we were pretty stressed about it because that's a huge number, and that was our first ever order. That was so huge. Like, we've done a lot of corporate orders before, but they're mostly like 100, 200, or 300. But this was like 1,200 boxes, and we operate from our home, and we have the entire basement to ourselves. So that entire basement was just flooded with with everything, and that was pretty stressful. But Alhamdulillah, it was great. Everything turned out amazing, and they were pretty happy with it. So I think that was a good point in our business. And the worst, I'm not so sure. Um, there's some ups and downs with every order. There's something, like something goes wrong sometimes, and sometimes just like everything's right, and then the client would just be like, you know what, this didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, and that is like a blow in your face when someone says that. Yes, for sure. And I think I wouldn't have been able to be what I am or what our business is without my partner, because both of us have very different jobs. She is mostly taking care of all the finances and all the math because I suck at it. I'm sure you know, Zikr.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she does most of that. And then I'm mostly like the brains behind all the creative work, all the designing, and all of that. So I think I definitely needed a partner. Um, Age, I don't think we have an age limit, but I think mostly the clients that we do get are around the age of starting at like, 16, 18, and then going up to like 40, 45. I think we are not targeting anyone specifically. We're literally open to everyone, students, be it teachers, mothers. We do a lot of Mother's Day hampers, Father's Day, all sorts of celebrations. We do like, Christmas mugs, and then we do hampers for Ramzan. So I feel like we're literally like we cater to all sorts of age groups, all sorts of people from all castes, ethnicities. I think, yeah. I feel like there's 100 other businesses, or even if you go to the market and you want to get something, you can. But I feel like the the little details that matter, you won't find that anywhere else. And yeah, if someone just comes up to us and they're like, I have this in my mind and I want this to be executed. Um, yeah, I think we help people bringing their visions to life. I'm not sure about any failures, but yeah, like about 2 years ago, like I said, during COVID. So basically, the good thing about the good thing that actually came from COVID was that the people weren't really like, getting to see each other, but they were just sitting at home and ordering stuff online. So the peak year for us was like Ramzan and Eid and all the occasions during and after, right after COVID. And I think, like the hampers that we did for Mother's Day and Father's Day, we sold most during COVID. और फिर उसके बाद ये हुआ था कि during COVID only there were a lot of people who started doing this, and a lot of people who I know and around me started doing this. So, and then they were probably like, since they were new in the business, they were, like I said, probably offering like lower prices. So that was like a little bit of a setback for us because we were like, what's going on? And yeah, but then we did eventually get over it because we do make it a point that everything that we do is it's very unique, and we have so many people actually stealing our designs from our page, literally just copying our illustrations, which we literally do everything in house. Like my sister and I, we do it together. We sit together for every order. So many times we've thought of hiring an illustrator or like like a designer who could help us, but we just feel like no one could do what we have in our heads or deliver what we want our clients to get. So yeah, and then that really motivated us because we haven't seen a lot of that happening around, because people usually just I mean, everyone takes inspiration, right? So do we, but then we add that extra oomph to every order. At least we try. So yeah, that's what keeps us going. I think to some point it has, but I feel like the kind of work we are in, the prices keep going up and down for everything. Mostly just up, not down. So and then our clients, they would ask a price for a product like 6 months before they want to place an order, and when they come back to us, and then in 6 months, the prices have completely changed because of how uncertain the market is. And then they'll be like, what, you quoted this and now you're quoting this, and this other person is doing this for us, and then that's where we actually face issues.